Hey y'all. So, hi John. I just want to talk about something that I have been thinking about lately. Um, just rethinking back over my life and things in the past year, pretty much. People ask me all the time, not all the time, but people have asked me like, "What's your sexuality now?" Because before I was identifying as lesbian because I was a girl who liked girls in the past. And then when I came out, I was like, oh yeah, I'm a straight guy. Like, obviously, I'm a guy who likes girls. Um, and lately I've been kind of rethinking that. Um, I'm not sure exactly how I feel, but I don't like to put a label really on my sexuality because I've always believed that sexuality is fluid. You can be, it's like this. And maybe you're always over here and you're always sleeping with women. But it doesn't mean that you'll never maybe go over here one time. That doesn't mean it. That's just how I feel like sexuality is fluid. It's maybe for a while you identify this way, and then maybe for a while you identify this way, and as you figure out where you fall, it changes. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't really think that people need to label themselves. Labels are for people to understand you, not for you to understand yourself. That's what I've always thought. Like, people want to be able to put you in a box so they know how to interact with you. That's pretty much what labels and all this identity stuff is for regarding sexuality and gender. I need to know how to interact with you. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent. So what I want to talk about, wow, that was, my voice is doing the cracking thing again, so yay. Um, anyway, what I wanted to talk about was, I've always kind of, last year, when I was trying to come to being trans, I was like, trying to figure out my attraction to men and where I fell on that kind of spectrum. Because in the past, I dated men but didn't like it. Wasn't really into it. Johnny, ow, Johnny, ow. Um, but now I'm thinking about it. Obviously, I'm very happy with Natasha. I don't foresee that ending, nor do I want it to end ever. But in a hypothetical world, I think that I would be open to dating men again because I guess what was uncomfortable for me before was being a girl in a relationship with a guy because it's just completely different. I feel like a guy to guy romantic relationship would be much different than a heterosexual me as the girl and that the guy as the guy. So, if I wasn't with Natasha or if that were to ever end, I think I would definitely be open to dating men and seeing what that would be like. Not that I really have like a pressing desire to do that or anything like that. I'm just like something I realized was, my attraction for men maybe was not had to do more with my identity than it did, you know, than with my actual attraction to them because I do find men appealing, and in some ways it is just aesthetically, like I want to look like that, and in other ways I think my sexuality is just moving around. Which, interestingly enough, the doctor said sometimes the testosterone can change your sexuality a little. Like, it's true. He told me. I think it was even in the papers or something that like sometimes it happens. People find that their sexuality, their sexual attractions kind of change a little on the hormones, which perhaps that's what's happening. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to talk about that because it's interesting and it's just been on my mind a little because someone asked me like recently what do you identify as or something like that what's your sexuality, and I would personally self-identify as like queer. I don't really want to put like a specific word. I'm just because for a while my problem, not my problem with transitioning, but my problem with being in like a boy to girl relationship was like losing my gayness, my queerness, and feeling like I was now just like a heterosexual couple like anybody else, and I missed having that like queer identity, even though I did have it, but it's not obvious to the world that I have it, and I don't know. I didn't want to give up on being like saying things like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Johnny's distracting me. I don't know. It's just interesting, and I feel like talking about it. So, that's that. Sexuality's fluid, and nothing wrong with that. Right, John? He really wants to jump out of my arms, right? You wanna go? You gonna go? You gonna go somewhere? Oh, he hears the neighbors. Do you hear the neighbors? John? No. He's waiting. Yeah. Sometimes he does this thing where he goes up on his back legs, and I was kind of hoping to capture that, but he didn't do it. Anyway, that's my thoughts on sexuality, and hope you all are having a great week, and I'll talk to you next time.